When we talk about Beyblade X, we talk about a lot of different builds and styles. You all know me by now, I love attack types, and recently Takara released probably the newest member of the attack type meta that is going to outright terrorize Wizard Rod users, Shark Scale. And yeah, I know, this is not the Weiss Tiger combo video. Don't worry, we'll do that in the next combo video, but right now we're doing this. Shark Scale was released earlier this month on August 9th in its own dedicated attack type deck set. If you have seen my review, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, I have said that it's probably the best deck set that Takara has released so far. Shark Scale in particular is the UX variation of Keel Shark, which was already a powerful attack type itself. But now, after almost 2 years since its initial release, we finally have a unique line variation of Keel Shark, and it is an absolute menace! I've been seeing Shark Scale topping so many tournaments since its release, and the overall hype of it has been fascinating to see. This is not a shark, it's a megalodon! The UX Blade is definitely a vast improvement to the original, with the gimmick of focusing on attacks from below. Because to quote the most hated movie in the franchise, there's always a bigger fish. With two large main contact points, the metal sits below the gear chip, with the gear chip and launcher hook rising up from the blade like an anthill. The blade emphasizes lower attacks directly attacking the ratchet for more burst finishes, or even lower attacks to cause scoop-up knockouts. The absolute menacing and intimidating look of the blades really brings out the monster that the Bey could be, not to mention weighing 38 grams, which is about the same average as other noticeable attack types like Arrow Pegasus, Phoenix Wing, and Cobalt Dragoon. There is a bit of an imbalance with this blade though, as the weight distribution around it is very uneven, making this very easy to destabilize and probably scrape along the stadium surface to shave away its stamina, or even having its own weight turned against it, running wild around the arena with varying degrees of control. However, what this blade is great for is that it's designed to be at a low height, and the gap between the blade and ratchet is super condensed. The stock combo that this blade comes with is 450 and under flat, two of the lowest height parts in Beyblade X as of the time of this recording. Shark Scale's stock combo makes this the lowest height Beyblade and really brings out the characteristic of attacking from below, achieving so much burst finishes and very easy knockouts. However, as of the case with these kinds of attack types, it's still a glass cannon where if it doesn't finish off the opponent quickly, the underflat bit does not give the stamina that it needs to sustain itself and will fall dead really quickly. But however, being the attack type fanatic that I am, I have been having so much fun experimenting with this, and I am going to show you my own favorite combos for Shark Scale. And given how versatile this blade turned out to be, it's a lot of combos! Now again, a full disclaimer, these are not guaranteed to win you your local championships. What I found good, you might find bad, so I encourage you to practice and experiment to find what really suits you. Alright, so our first up, Shark Scale on 360 Low Orb. Now you might be thinking, hey Haru, isn't this a stamina combo? And you are correct that this is primarily a stamina combo. However, I call this a stamina attack combo. With this, we take advantage of the weight and blade shape of Shark Scale to spin stably and also cause major attacks to shave away the opponent's stamina, knock them off balance, or straight up knock them out with the scoop up. Being at such a low height because of Low Orb, the center of gravity keeps Shark Scale in a stable position, and even aiming low, attacking the ratchet directly when it goes in. The force that the attack causes makes the opponent get knocked back hard and will sometimes lead to them just falling into the pocket. Occasional times, because we attack the ratchet, we even have ratchet sniping to win by burst finish, and it's been happening pretty consistently even against very heavy attack types like Phoenix Wing and Arrow Pegasus. The 360 ratchet is available practically anywhere. It's one of the most common ratchets to find, really. This purple one is from the purple Keel Shark single, which meshes very well with Shark Scale. Low Orb right now is only available with Arc Wizard. Next, Shark Scale on 450 Gear Rush. Now, I am not really one to be a fan of four-sided ratchets, but on Shark Scale it actually works really well. Because Shark Scale's blade is low and covers the gap between the blade and the ratchet, it reduces the risk of bursting off, especially since it's at a 50mm height. With the Gear Rush bit, we have access to a more frequent and easily obtainable extreme dash, with the gears being all the way down so that it can grip onto the rails more easily. Since the height is still relatively low, it's able to make Shark Scale extreme dash at a great speed to perform very heavy smash attacks. Shark Scale is also still able to aim low on the ratchet to get the ratchet snipe at a consistent rate, and it is brutal! Rod was literally decapitated there, Jesus! Gear Rush currently, as of the time of this recording, is only available with the Prize Fox Brush and the Select Random Booster, but however, it will be released in Hasbro soon as a single. Next, Shark Scale on 960 Vortex. This is a balanced high-speed combo that gives Shark Scale an aggressive movement around the arena. While maintaining the attack power of the blade by keeping a low ratchet, the 960 also gives Shark Scale some stamina to last a bit longer in battle, and remaining balanced so it won't tip over during attacks, and Vortex granting high speed and aggressive movements in the arena. With the hits that Vortex makes Shark Scale hit, we have Shark Scale repeatedly hit the ratchet to loosen it up and cause consistent bursting. Okay, who's writing this stuff? As well, the attack power of Shark Scale is so powerful that we also got good rates of knockouts too. We got a great amount of stamina and stability for Shark Scale to perform very devastating attacks. The 960 Ratchet is relatively easy to find these days, with Sword Phoenix, Rotyranno, the Mosasaurus Jurassic Park pack, and Impact Drake having one. Vortex right now is only available with Brave Dran, which is the easiest way to obtain one. Otherwise, there is one that comes with Valkyrie Volt, which is only available as the main prize at the gacha on the Beyblade X app. Okay, seriously, who's writing this script? Because this looks terrible. Wait, is that the one I called ugly and now we can't fire? Next up, Shark Scale on 760 Low Flat. With the added bulky weight of 760 put on Shark Scale, we increase the weight of its heavy attacks, and low flats and not only keep it low but also maintain high speed on extreme dash and perform powerful attacks. Already, Shark Scale is a pretty heavy blade, but with the added force generated from the speed of low flat and the 760 weight giving a high boost in knockback power, it makes this a pretty devastating combo. The only concern has been really the 760 Ratchet's bottom scraping the surface of the stadium, but with Shark Scale's bottom blade being more leveled out to fill the gap, therefore the ratchet would fit higher in, and low flat not being super low, it's not really a big of an issue. With this, we got a good amount of knockouts and burst finishes, with the force of the impact really dealing some very serious damage to the opponent. 760 can be found in the Leon Crest dual pack, and low flat you can get from the Purple Keel Shark single and the Bite Croc dual pack. Next, Shark Scale on 560 Kick. With 560, not only do we add stamina, but also add contact points, and Kick is the mixture of the high-speed power of Taper and the stability and stamina of Hexa. This build offers a lot of high speed and high attack power to cause some pretty insane knockouts, and even on extreme dash, the speed makes Shark Scale generate enough force to send the opponent flying. The other thing this build accomplishes is the act of destabilizing, as 560 keeps the blade spinning because of the stamina it provides, and Shark Scale's blade slanting upwards, it can knock blades off balance and cause them to scrape their stamina away and win by spin finish. So there really is multiple ways of Shark Scale winning with this build, especially taking advantage of the design of the blade to create an imbalance on the opponent. But primarily, this is good for aggressive attacks. 560 you can find in a few sets like the Leon Claw single, the Steam Unicorn single, and the Chain Incendio dual pack, and Kick is only available with Reaper Incendio right now. Next, Shark Scale on 160 Rush. Obviously, this is a classic good attack type combo that you can slap onto pretty much any attack type, and Shark Scale is no different when it comes to using this combo effectively. The 160 Ratchet is able to act as an aggressive contact point for attacks, and Rush, being one of the best bits in the game, can do constant extreme dashes at a slower speed to maintain stamina. Not much really has to be said, because Shark Scale is already a powerful attack type that can take advantage of every aspect of the 160 Rush and perform very consistent amounts of easy knockouts and burst finishes. When the contact point of the 160 and the edge of the Scale Shark blade combined hits the Ratchet, it becomes a devastating force of power. The 160 can be found in the Buster Dran single, the Green Wand Wizard single, and I really recommend using the Black 160 from the Black Keel Shark single, since that has thicker plastic for more weight. Rush can be found in the Hasbro Extreme Stadium, Green Wand Wizard, and the Red Hulk dual pack. Next up, Shark Scale on 360 Point. This is another balanced combo that can give Shark Scale versatility in battle. Not only can Point let Shark Scale run wild and attack with great speed and force, but the rounded center can grant Shark Scale some lasting power near the late game. Shark Scale can also have the late game advantage because the shape of the blades are still able to cause destabilization, but primarily the purpose of this build is best for the aggression, where Shark Scale can attack with great power and also extreme dash without losing speed and generating enough force to get consistent burst finishes and knockouts. Point can be found in a multitude of sets nowadays. The most easiest way to get it is the Claude Leon single, the Thanos, Darth Vader, Optimus Prime, and Obi-Wan Kenobi collab packs. Recently, Drigger Slash was released in Hasbro, and that comes with Point. Next up, Shark Scale on 450 Low Rush. With this combo, we maintain Shark Scale's low height and give it the power of Rush. While Low Rush is a lower stamina than regular Rush, it's still great for aggressive movement and the access to constant extreme dashes at the cost of speed to preserve stamina. We still get to aim really low on the opponent's blades, and the blade still is able to be a strong attacker. Not only do we get the epic ratchet sniping and super strong knockouts, but with the low attack we also knock the opponent off balance. This build maintains low height and has everything you would need in an attack type, and with the Shark Scale blade closing the gap between the blade and the ratchet, we are not going to see your ratchet bursting off all that much, at least not from my own experience, and you get to keep the advantage of the wide contacts at the four-sided ratchets with minimal risk. Low Rush right now is only available with Impact Drake, which is only available in Hasbro as part of the Drop Attack Stadium set. Otherwise, Takuratami sells Impact Drake as a single starter. Next up, Shark Scale on 960 Under Flat. This combo maximizes the destabilization aspect of Shark Scale. 960 with 9-sided contacts at the ratchet, we unleash a barrage attack on the opponent, and mixing it with Shark Scale's upward-facing blades can knock opponents off balance since Under Flat is a super low height bit. Though we can also use the characteristics of Under Flat going for the high-speed aggression and achieve strong knockouts and burst finishes. Whatever the case may be, it makes Shark Scale act aggressive and be able to launch very powerful attacks on the opponent. Under Flat being able to keep Shark Scale very low and also make it move super fast to get in a very clean shot at the opponent's ratchet and either get a burst or a scoop up knockout. Most of the knockouts that have occurred for me when using this combo have been very clean, but also with the low height we turn the weight of the opponent against them and send them flying out of control into the knockout zones. Next, Shark Scale on 160 Low Rush. Obviously, I gotta talk about this combo. Aside from the 160 Rush, 160 Low Rush is the perfect combo to put on most attack types, but in my opinion, Shark Scale is the most perfect Beyblade to really utilize this combo. With this, Shark Scale's height still remains really low, but it also acts super aggressive around the arena and get a super consistent amount of knockouts and bursts. The strength of the 160 and the main blade combined is so strong that the impact causes opponents to be sent flying back almost like a punch from Superman. And the attacking that Scale Shark does with this is just so clean. When Shark Scale goes on the extreme dash, the force of the impact is so strong that if a knockout doesn't do it, then it will cause a burst because it's attacking the ratchet directly, and that low attack when rising up is the key to really getting an effective knockout in. And the destabilization ability that this combo has is really second to none, since the blades tip the opponent off balance and Scale Shark still remains flat on the surface. Even against Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate, which is known for its high stamina, life after death, and even low height, Scale Shark is still lower and is still able to pick apart the Elevate bit off of Dragoon, since that bit has like no burst resistance whatsoever, but it's been difficult to really hit due to Dragoon's low height. Shark Scale can still manage to snipe either the Ratchet or the Elevate bit off of Dragoon, and really a lot of times we end up getting knockouts on Dragoon anyway because of Shark Scale's blade being pretty much ramping Dragoon up and sending it flying into the knockout zones. Shark Scale is one of those blades where there are multiple ways of playing with it. With how many combos that I really like splashing onto it, it is really hard to really put in an absolute favorite combo on it. That's really a testament to how good Shark Scale really is. This blade has the most meta-dominating potential that we have seen in quite a long time. And with how many people have been seeing quite the successful results having it in their decks, I have a feeling that it only gets scarier from here. And I really mean scary in a good way as an attack type fan. Shark Scale is on track to absolutely terrorize the meta right now, and I have a feeling that some Wizard Rod mains are going to be feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
Jellyfish!
But let me know what you guys think about Shark Scale in the comments down below, and also what your personal favorite combos for it. I always like talking about combos with you guys. Support this channel by pressing that thumbs up, and give us a subscribe for more awesome Beyblade content. And if you want to join the conversation, join the official Hobby Talk Discord server. The link is in the description below. I've been Haru Ren, and remember, keep being serious about having fun. Bye!